Financial Peace University was a class that was offered to me when I was a senior in seminary. And my financial life was a disaster at the time, and so it was kind of difficult to take the class because I'm not sure I wanted to see what the truth was on paper. But one of the things that I learned was to write everything down. It's just truth. It's just the money that I had was the money that I had, and so I could put it on paper. And one of the patterns is to give every dollar a name, to decide that each dollar is going to be assigned to a certain task, really, to pay my bills. And in the end, even if I had $125 left at the end of the month, at the end of making my budget, that $125 needed a name too. Even if its name was savings, it needed to be assigned somewhere. And that was a new thing for me, that money didn't just sort of float around, but that it was to be assigned and to work for me. So I've pulled that forward since taking the class into my life in a pretty specific way, and that's been very helpful for me. It was helpful for me that Dave Ramsey gave many patterns for budgeting, different types of methods that we could try, and I'm not sure that anybody takes all of them and puts them into their lives, but there were all of these options, working just with cash or paying credit in a certain way, paying off your credit cards in a certain pattern. All those things were helpful, and there were so many of them that I felt like there was a wealth of information, and that I was wise enough at that point to make the choices and apply them in my own life.
Financial Peace covers a lot of areas beyond just the dollars and cents of budgeting. That was very important, if not maybe even the hallmark of that experience. But beyond that, there are certain areas that are covered that are very valuable. One is learning how to do a lot of different aspects of investing and to manage risk within investments, and also how to meet short and long-term goals, things like retirement, as well as college, for example. Even to figuring out how to do real estate homes, an investment of a different sort, but how to be savvy in that area. One of the most important things I found was studying the area of insurance. I thought I knew a lot about insurance. I'm even married to a Thrivent agent. But along the way, what was taught was very valuable and helped us to see just how much risk we were being exposed to, and how through different areas of insurance to understand how we could minimize that risk, but also safeguard things that were important to our family financially. Along the way, learning all these things really put us into a very different place as stewards of what God had provided us and asked that we would be caretakers of. It's been a neat experience. We look at things differently than we did a while back. It's not our money, it's not what we earn, it's not what we make possible. It's how we care for what God has provided and given into our lives to manage for His kingdom. It's not been easy. We've had to make some sacrifices along the way. There's been some times of pretty hard adjustment. But through it all, it's been an incredible experience, so empowering. It's really changed who we are, and we're grateful for it.